Alrighty, welcome back, my friends. It's Monday, May 18th. Did you know that you are smarter than a U.S. Senator? I didn't know that. I mean, you always wonder, how smart are these guys in politics? Obviously, they're smart enough to get there, get the job, get elected. But some of these guys are straight up morons. And today I want to talk about Ben Sasse. He's your senator from Nebraska. And he gave a high school commencement speech for the ages. Okay, I'm going to put the link into today's video because this shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Like, that shit is ridiculous. And he was class of 1990 for this same, so he graduated like 30 years ago. And, so he's close to my age. If he's class of 90, I graduated high school in the 90s, so, he's a little older than me. But this dude came out, and, well, first off, he just berated China. Like, this is the year, 2020, you guys remember, this is the year that China released the virus. Okay, fine. You don't like the fact that China had this virus. Okay, I understand that. But that's what the whole, that's what most of the video is about. Like, he just keeps going back to it. And he's telling these kids what pussies they are. Like, back in my day, we could climb a rope to the ceiling. And, in one hand, it's the worst commencement speech you've ever heard. But on the other hand, it kind of is the greatest commencement speech you've ever heard. Because I want to tell the kids directly, like, you understand, you are smarter than this man. You, too, can be a senator from Nebraska. I mean, the other senator from Nebraska, oh, God, what's her name? Deb Fisher? I don't know. But she's all right for a little bit. She did a really nice bipartisan bill to support all the, because all the pork producers in America are having a hard time now with this thing called coronavirus. So she came through with like some reality and some like help, and this guy just comes through with, what is it, anti-China? Oh, he went on an anti-psychologist. This whole crazy rant, and then he just did the whole thing about you're all pussies. It was amazing. He also said, now help me out here. He also said that Americans have the grit to beat the virus. Hello. Do you not understand how viruses work, sir? What? We have the grit? The grit. If grit fought coronavirus, there's a few places they wouldn't have any. Just Ben Sasse. You know why? Because now, middle-aged, white guys that are in, 40s, 50s, out there talking like shit. Now they represent me. Like, I don't want people to think that kind of dude represents me. He represents those people in Nebraska. First off, Nebraska is fucked up. I don't know what to tell you. I've been there a few times. The people are okay. The people are okay. Most places in America, it's like super beautiful, and then the people are really assholes. But Nebraska is just straight average. Like, the people are, they're just okay. The scenery, it's just okay. Grand Island, it's neither grand nor an island. It's just okay. You take that sad 70 from Denver, and then you leave, and then when you hit civilization, you're in Iowa. That's what Nebraska's all about. I don't know. I'm not really trying to shit on Nebraska, because like I said, there's some good people. Come on. The Oracle of Omaha lives in Nebraska. But this is the guy that represents Nebraska. Ben Sasse. He goes, let me see if I can remember the quote. He goes, what does it matter anyway? Nobody remembers high school anyway. And then he goes on to say, psychologists, 95%, all they do is teach you to forget high school and to get on with your life. And as I'm listening to the whole thing, I was just like, this guy's angry at the counseling medical profession because he obviously went to a counselor and didn't, maybe it was court appointed. I don't know how this guy got elected, but I just want you to know, people out there, my fans, my friends, my people, you are smarter than a senator. Probably smarter than a few of them, but holy shit. That guy's. Look, today it's like we're playing a game show this Monday. We're just starting it up with how stupid are people? You know? How... Bro, if you have to speak to a group of people, you need to take the temperature. Now it's hard like this. We can't take the temperature of the room. We can't see how our people are feeling and if we need to alter. That's one thing in comedy that you know. You know, he tried to write this off like he was doing like a comedy bit. And I got to tell you, that was some hack. Bob or Ben Sassy. Because I was thinking Bob Fosse when I heard his name. Ben Sassy. I don't know, man. What's the deal? What? And I can't get elected? And I can't get that second job interview? All right. A few years ago. Side note. Let's just forget that, guys. Let's go to a side story. A few years ago, I tried to get a job at the ArcLight Theaters, right? I needed like a day gig. And I thought, hey, if I could just work maybe 3 or 4 days a week, you know, just give me a little structure, something to do. And I like to see the movies as a good fringe benefit. So I was like, all right, surely I can go get this job. No, they didn't. No. I love cinema. I love this. They don't want none of that. They hired the guy that literally didn't say anything through the whole process. He just sat there like, and they had to like 5. Hey man, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. And then that's the dude that got the job, because then I went to see the movies. I seen the guy with the job. I'm like, you got the job? Man, you're an idiot. How did you get the job? And I realized that nobody wants to hire somebody that's smarter than them. And that's why this guy's a senator. All right, enough about the senator. Let's switch from Nebraska to Florida, okay? Because what's the rule? Is if you're a powerhouse, you're either cheating or, I don't know. Florida, man. Where do I start? Let's start here. Okay, this virus came out, and you got people that are scared because we're scared of the unknown. But we believe in the medical applications of what the scientists are telling us about this COVID thing, right? So, as we deal with it, we're kind of dealing with it as we... So, Florida, man, the story starts off with, I didn't believe in coronavirus. I thought that it was a... Let me see if I get these quotes right. I thought it was a fake crisis. I thought it was blown out of proportions. I would get up in the morning and just pray to God and thank Him. I would see the masks and gloves and think it was all hysteria. Then he got coronavirus. Okay? Still thought it was fake. So then his conditions got worse. He gave it to his wife. They both got to the point where they needed to go to hospital in Palm Beach. They go to the hospital. The dude recovers, sort of. He's still fucked up. The wife is on a ventilator. She might die. This dude, in his own selfish thinking, that I was going to be saved by the Lord, he killed his wife. Like you know what I'm saying? And here's his quote. Maybe I should have worn a mask. But I know that she forgives me and God forgives me, so I'm good. I got to give that guy the finger, because that's the exact opposite of what the Bible teaches about Jesus. Whoever taught him that about God, and that is like dude, now your ignorance has cost your wife her life, bro. I can't be happy. I'm not happy that this guy got it, but that's what it's going to take for this guy to believe. He won't believe it. No, people, that's all fake. It's all hype. And now when his wife, he's like, well, as long as she forgives me, I'm good. Like, what? All right, I'm trying to cram 2 things into once. One is, why didn't he believe all of these signs? Why don't people believe? I don't know. He even says himself, I don't know why I didn't believe. I just thought it was fake. I thought the government was blowing out of proportion. Did you think when you were lying in the hospital having a hard time, was it blown out of proportion then, my friend? Like, when is it real for you freaking morons? I don't get it. I see it every day here. People protesting. It ain't no thing. It's fake. You can just go about your day. They're not going to believe it until they're on the ventilator. Even now, some people don't believe AIDS is real. Some people don't believe the Holocaust is real. Some people don't believe that Holland is real. I guess Pink Floyd said it best when they said, all you touch and all you see is all your life will ever be. I mean, do you believe in the moon? It's right there. Oh no, it's hollow, it's fake. You know, I mean, I think it goes back to the conspiracy things, right? Like, oh, we didn't land on the moon. I don't know if we landed on the moon. You know why you don't know if we landed on the moon? Because you're an idiot. That's why. Because you can look through a telescope from Earth, okay, with no assistant. You don't have to look through a government-approved telescope. You can just look through any telescope you like on Earth, and you can look at the moon and see the frickin' plates and the space trash that we left on the moon. You know? Like, you can look at the moon and see, obviously we've been there, there's trash there. If there's trash, that means there's people. Have you never been camping? But even that, people were like, nah, that's fake, bro. That's fake it's a fake telescope. Like, I gotta say, that's a mental disease. You know what I mean? For the people that believe, like, every nurse and doctor on Earth is a paid actor all of a sudden. And then there's 3 doctors that are like, well, let me tell you, I don't know if I believe in this thing. And they're like, these guys are absolutely the truth. You know, we got a million pictures of the moon and of landing and of seeing and going back to the moon and space trash. And now China's on the moon if you don't want to believe the USA version. And everybody's like, oh, that's fake. It's fake. But one blurry picture of Bigfoot. Oh, bro. This is good. This is real.